So.
Happy Valentine's Day from all of us at A-Game.
What's going on, world? DS1 Russ, and we back here on SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform, man. Much love. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for tuning in to today's show. If you tuned in right now, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button if you tuned in. If you tuned in, make sure you hit the like button. After you hit the like button, make sure you hit the share button. Share the show. Share it on your community tab. Anywhere that you share videos, make sure you share this show. Share this show. After you hit the like button, hit the share button. After you hit the like button, make sure you hit the share button. If you're new here, you're going to be catching the playback. Make sure you hit the subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I drop some new content right here on SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV. I appreciate all the love and the support. Y'all give me about 2 minutes and we will get today's show on the road. I appreciate y'all. In the meantime, a break from our sponsors.
I'm running this brief testimony to you, Mr. Hallman, about your company, Father's Time, and your product, A-Game. I first want to commend you for creating such a great herbal formula. I felt as if I was on a downward course. First I suffered from high blood pressure and high cholesterol, and then diabetes. Not to mention my lack of enthusiasm and sexual drive. But thanks to A-Game, those diseases are part of my past. I am a new man. Something told me to keep going. I've taken A-Game for several months now, and it has had a positive, dramatic impact on my life. I have vitality again. I feel invincible, powerful, and focused, and my numbers have reversed to the joy of my family and doctor. As far as my bedroom goes, I've tried the popular pills once or twice, mainly out of desperation. Personally, I don't like unnatural synthetic stuff in my body. Oftentimes they didn't work, and reading about the side effects can be pretty scary. I don't know. They aren't sure if it will fix my problem, but ruin several other organs in the process. And they have no clue how it will affect me in the future. I need a game. It's all natural, and your unique blend is unlike anything else on the market. A game gives me the strength and energy to be at my best day in and day out. It just works. So, thank you for supporting my journey. I can now tell others, never, never give up. Sincerely, one happy customer.
Okay, we back. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody. Appreciate y'all. And y'all see today's show, man. Y'all see today's show. Sickness or success. Sickness or success. Sickness or success. And as y'all can see, you know, I have Sadhguru as the thumbnail for the stream. And the reason why I used him as the thumbnail is, for one, he actually spoke on this topic and he said some very profound things, and I felt like I wanted to give my own perspective on it. And it can be, this topic can be added to our overall narrative of Black male agency. So today I want to speak on the lack of Black male camaraderie. I want to speak on why we really don't get along with each other. You know, because some of us think that we get along with each other more than what we really do. And I need y'all to understand that the problem that we have is extremely psychological. It is extremely spiritually traumatic. And the reason why I named this sickness or success is because that is one thing that we speak about a lot around here. We speak about success. Us becoming successful. And I'm totally in favor for that. You know, I don't really knock no man on how he feed his family. Shout out to my brother Ebo Sosa. He says, setting it off right. Y'all follow. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. And a lot of us don't really take the time to examine just how we deal with one another. And I'm talking about Black men. Shout out to the Madam Mercenary herself. She said double M match up. Appreciate it. Much love. And a lot of things that we deem success or symbols of success, the mentality behind those things has created a sickness in us. And in Sadhguru's video, he spoke on how everyone looks at success in their own way, but for most people, they deem success as doing better than the next person. I said, damn, that's exactly how we act around here. That's exactly how the black men around here treat each other. The way we make ourselves feel successful or prove that we're successful, it is at the expense of another black man's lack or his failures. And see, we have to understand that that's a sickness that black men suffer from. That is a sickness that black men suffer from, that we have normalized. You see? And I don't mean just normal peacocking or having a pissing match. I'm speaking to the direct thought of most black men looking like or thinking that they're better than the next black man because they have more than them. And when I say have more than them, I'm going to give you an example. Let's say your family and another black family that live next door to you, they're your neighbors. And Sadhguru broke this down in his latest video. If y'all not subscribed to him, y'all go type in his name and subscribe to him. Real game. Real occult esoteric game. But he said that for the most part, your next door neighbor, if he or she drives a better car than you, they automatically thinks that they're more successful than you. And when he said this, I said, wow, because this is what we do to each other as black men. This is why brotherhood cannot be established. A code cannot be established as black men as a collective. See, all black men don't have to be cool with each other, but there is a lack of black male camaraderie as a group. And it is due to this sickness that a lot of brothers call success. Because success is not you being able to shit on the next black man just because you drive a better car than him, just because you may dress better than him. That doesn't make you more successful. That doesn't make you a better person. And a lot of us black men We have this thought, these thoughts, and these feelings at the core of us about each other. This is why you always hear black men around here talking about competing. The competition that they're speaking about is the competition between other black men, not the competition to get out of the struggle. And this is why when we talk about high value black men and the fact that the majority of black men, or there's a small percentage of black men who make six figures, the reason why that figure is so low is because the Negroes that's sitting up at the top is looking down on the Negroes at the bottom. And they're refusing to help due to this sick mindset of, I'm better than him because I got a better car, because I got a better job. This is why, as a collective, black men don't have anything. See, what other groups of men do is they make use of all the men. They make use of them all. This is why I broke down the hierarchies of men. I did a stream about it. Everybody cannot be part of the priesthood. Everybody's not a clergyman. Everybody's not a czar. Everybody's not a warlord. Everybody's not a warrior. You have the laymen. These are your normal working guys. Your guys that work at Walmart. These are your laymen. You got to understand the classes and how structures are built. And a lot of us brothers don't understand this. This is why I always say, know your role and play it, like the OG taught me years ago. Know your role and play it. If brothers knew their role and played it, then we can get shit done as a collective of men. See, the lack of camaraderie is due to this sickness of, as long as I'm doing better than him, I'm successful. As long as my woman look better than his, I'm successful. Other groups of men don't think like this. This is why they get things done as a group. This is why they control and run things as a group, because they make use of all of the men. If you are a chef and you specialize in cooking, then guess what you'll be doing? You'll be on the grill. That doesn't make you less of a man, because guess what? One of the vital goddamn things of living is to eat. So if one of the brothers specialize in cooking, why shouldn't he cook for the brothers? That don't make him a goddamn woman. That's his skill. You see? And that's how we become successful as a group, when we make use of everyone. You see? But see, a lot of guys don't know how to organize. They don't know how to organize people. They don't know where to put people. So this is why they do away with brothers. They say, oh, we don't need these brothers. See, the other groups of men don't do that. The Caucasians need the rednecks, and they make use of them. And they make use of them. They make use of them. They make use of their Pookies and Ray Rays. They make use of their incels. They make use of them. You see? But we don't. And we think because we could shut the door on the next brother, we successful. Oh, well, I got mine. And then these be the same brothers that when things still happen in society, they complain or they mention, man, these racist cops. You know, these racist cops. You see? Or when something happens to you, then it becomes a problem. But all of this stuff is due to the lack of black male camaraderie. And black male camaraderie is lacking because of this sickness that we have, that we think success is. I'ma smite this brother. I'ma cut his throat. I'ma try to stop his money. I'ma try to stop his business. So I can have everything. They think that's what success is. That's greed. That's what that is. That's greed. You see? Most people are jealous due to greed. And as we know, these things will consume you. They will consume you. So you don't want other brothers to be on a certain level, because then you feel threatened. You feel threatened. I spoke about this yesterday. A lot of so-called bosses can't stand amongst other ones. And I used the example with Nelly and his man Ali. He didn't never want Ali to be a boss, even though Ali was the boss originally, because he was the thought leader. But since Nelly was the popular rapper, he backdoored his man. And then he even told a story how years and years before that, he asked the Saint Lunatics, Ali, if y'all could have 3 wishes, what would be y'all wishes? One of Nelly wishes was, he wished that none of the other Saint Lunatics could have a fucking wish. That speaks to a level of jealousy and greed, because that's what he thought success was. He thought success was, everybody around me has nothing and I have everything. And if I have everything and everyone around me has nothing, everyone will need me. This is classic narcissism, which is a personality disorder, a sickness. This is a sickness. This is what Corey Holcomb has done to his crew. And he thinks he's successful because everybody around him is broke and he has to feed them. So he's successful. But then you saw how successful he was when he had to take that $20,000 loss. When he had to take that 20K hit, you saw how successful he was then. See? See? This is why I say I don't compete with other brothers. I do me. I do me. I don't compete. Because one thing, when you start competing with other black men, and shout out to the Grinch, it automatically turns into a Mandingo fight. Automatically. Automatically. Because your emotions is heightened when you dealing with other black men, and words done got said that wasn't liked, and things done got heated. You see? So it's gonna be a problem. But see, we have to understand that this is a sickness. This is a sickness where you ready to exterminate. This is how we think with each other. Extermination. You don't think like this dealing with no other brother. Excuse me, no other man. You don't think like that when you dealing with the Chinese man and he talking shit to you in a Chinese restaurant. You're not ready to kill him. You're not ready to hurt that little drunk white boy who stepped all over your new Jordans. You ain't ready to murk him. But when it comes to dealing with people that look like you ready to terminate on sight. Because if you do that, that's success to you. I ain't gonna never let nobody do nothing to me. Kill him. First thing he say. This is a sickness. This is a sickness. This is why the arguments always lead to pull up, catch a flight. That's why it leads to that. Sickness. But when Harry Potter came over there and disrespected them dudes, they ain't tell homeboy to pull up. Why you ain't tell little old white bread to pull up? You ain't tell him to catch no flight. And I noticed that's a very common thing around here. But y'all don't tell a little when the little white bread crumbs come scurrying around here, y'all don't say that to them. When they challenge y'all intellect. When they tell y'all ain't nothing but dumb bucks, you don't tell them to pull up, do you? Because you don't look at harming someone else that don't look like you as success. Success to you is harming your own. Because that's what you were taught. Because that's how they raised you to think. Because that's what success is to them. Success to them is the extermination of us. So they programmed us to believe that exterminating us is success to us. This is why they got all the young black men in the hip hop industry murdering each other. And then they all get sent to prison, and then the feds rush their neighborhoods, lock all their friends up, and send them all to jail and give them all RICO laws and wipe the goddamn streets. That's called cleaning the blackboard. Operation done, clean up. Now it's time to start a new chart. But y'all don't understand this. Y'all don't see this. Y'all don't understand how deep the rabbit hole goes. Y'all don't understand. Shout out to Heels In. He said, just returning catching the playback now. Appreciate you, family. Shout out to Hannibal. He said if it isn't sports, then competing with other black men is. I agree. If it isn't on a professional level where y'all both getting paid, then yeah, I agree. I agree. Totally agree. I totally agree. But see, a lot of y'all don't understand how deep the rabbit hole go. Y'all don't understand how deep the program goes. Where they have brothers thinking if they come outside and they have on a better outfit than the next guy that they encounter, they automatically think that this dude is less than them. This is why now you have to buy your sons name brand clothes when they in school, because they'll be tormented because the sickness has heightened, because you know it gets worse through every generation. Every generation it gets worse. It doesn't get better. It gets worse with the programming enhances. Technology enhanced the programs that used to be on paper in file cabinets. You see? They use technology just to organize, strategize, and enhance their plans that they have already written on papers. See, that's what y'all don't understand. Y'all don't get it. But this is why y'all tuned in to Sheep Stay Sleep TV. So make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all share the show, man. I appreciate all of the support so far. Make sure y'all support the channel. Cash App $ Sheep Stay Sleep TV. It's in the top left-hand corner of your screen. See, y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. Do y'all know black boys and black girls done committed suicide because of this sickness that was developed based on the system getting you to fall in love with consumerism? So now you got to raise your children and give them all these things so they could feel whole, so they could feel a part of something. This is programming. And they'll kill themselves if they don't go to school and feel like they're a part of it. If they don't at least look the part. They may not fit in with everybody, but at least they look nice. At least the girl's not saying, "Oh, he a bum. Oh, look at his sneakers." See, when I was in school, we had to deal with that type of torment. We had to. But now you can't even allow your children to deal with it because they'll kill themselves. Too many times, too many parents took that for granted, man. They took that bullying stuff for granted because generations before, bullying was the norm. We didn't even call it bullying. Now, if you crack jokes and roast a dude, they'll say you bullying them. Cracking jokes is a form of bullying now. Signifying is a form of bullying now. So you got to understand the sickness is heightened. This is why the new generation of black boys, they don't want relationships. Because the women don't want relationships either. It's designed this way. It's designed this way. . They don't want to be bothered with each other. They don't want to share with each other because the program is telling them you have the right to be selfish and you don't have to share nothing with anyone at any time in your life. When anybody that has been living know that that's full of crap. That's BS. Because just you walking around and seeing and interacting with other people is you sharing your life with them. You're experiencing them like they're experiencing you. You see? This is why I attack the programming. What they have taught black men success is a sickness. It's a sickness. Because if it was success, you'll see us united under a protocol, under rules, regulations, and guidelines. But you don't see that. No matter how rich black men are, no matter how many black men in the NBA, no matter how many rich black men in the NFL, hip hop, the movie industry, no matter what, other groups of men are still more successful than us. And it is due to the lack of camaraderie. It is due to this sickness that I spoke on today that we need to address. This is why on this channel, like you see in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, heal before we build. Heal before we build. Let's address the sickness. And the way you can address the sickness is by using the first 5 life values of the 10 life value system. And the first one and the most important one is your spiritual value. Because this speaks to your mindset. Like I said, to go back to the example with Ali and Nelly. Ali asked them, if we had a genie and we had 3 wishes, what would be your wishes? Nelly said one of his wishes was to take everyone else's wishes. See, so from back then, he didn't even know he was dealing with a diabolical dude. He was dealing with a dude who suffered from a sickness that he thought was success. Because he like everybody to need him and to be at his begging call so he could feel important, because he don't feel important to himself because he lacks spiritual value. He lacks spiritual value. And he uses outside things to basically represent and solidify who he is to other people. He let his possessions validate his importance. This is the problem with black men as a collective. Our cars and our big ass houses and our jewelry and how much designer clothes we could buy, that is what we use to represent our success. This is why even a guy that wants to bring a whole new element to black men, we still have to appeal to the sickness. If I was to be giving this lecture in front of y'all right now, all 23 of y'all that's listening, right? Do you know I would probably have to have on, I would have to look hip-hop-ish. For y'all to even take me serious. Especially if I'm speaking to a certain demographic. This speaks to a sickness, man, we have to begin to address. Because what we call in success is sickness. Just because you got a couple of $100 more than me, don't make you successful, man. Because you still got to pay taxes and you got to pay bills. So come on, man. Stop it. That's not success. And you know it, because you feel it. You don't even feel successful. You just talk shit to make yourself feel good for feeling like shit. So that was today's show. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Much love to everybody in the chat room. You enjoyed the show. Make sure you support the show, man. Make sure you support the show. Shout out to the Book of Rona, man. He says, the competition between gentrified gladiators are but often willing prisoners of pre-programmed perspectives. Free your minds and nations must follow. Salute. Salute to my brother, the Book of Rona. Y'all enjoyed the show. Make sure y'all donate to the show. CashApp $SheepStaysLeepTV. That's CashApp $SheepStaysLeepTV is where y'all can go. If y'all have donated, I appreciate y'all. Much love to everybody who donated through the chat. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all share the stream, man. It's very important that y'all share the stream. And as y'all know, this episode has been sponsored by A-Game, a herbal male solution. The only way we're going to get rid of the sickness is we got to employ solutions. Viable solutions. Fellas, hit the link in the description box. Get up on your A-game. Hit the link in the description box. At checkout, type in promo code SHEEP10 for a discount on your purchase. Also, ladies, you got about a couple of days left. Time is running out. Hit the link in the description box. Get your boo thing, your Valentine's Day thing or whatever. Get them on this A-game, man. You won't regret it. You might have the same Valentine next year. You ain't got to keep having a new Valentine every year. So, ladies, y'all also hit the link in the description box. At your checkout, promo code SHEEP10. You get a discount off on your purchase. Much love to everybody. Salute to everybody once again. To give your A-game testimony, email me, dsalliance1@gmail.com. That's dsalliance1@gmail.com, where you can give your A-game testimony. I appreciate all the love and the support. I'm your host, DS1 Ross of Sheep Stay Sleep TV. And remember, brothers, we are our own agency. We are our own agency. So we have to heal before we build. We got to heal before we build. Let's get on our A-game, fellas. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
Happy Valentine's Day from all of us at A Game.